Okay, let's move on to the next task, which is the last part of the paper. This is the paper 2, February March 2025, 9626. This last part contains or related to database because this is the probably the keywords that gave it away, which is data dictionary. So we want to examine the M25 customer CSV. So previously I have downloaded that. Let's try to open this in Excel, and this is what you get. Okay, the file or the content of this file is still what we call a 0 and F. How do I recognize, or how do you recognize this? Is because one of the points of a 0 and F is that it has a non-atomic value. So in this case, you know that the first obvious one is the first name, last name. It's always been done like that in most of the questions. And then this one also, it says address and zip code. So you gotta know, or you gotta notice that inside the content of the address values, it has an @ to it. So we might want to separate this later as well. So first name, last name, the address separation, and then also here it says area code and telephone. So there's a space in between, so we can assume that the first half is actually the area code, and then the second half is the telephone number. So the first thing that we can do is to make sure that there's no duplicate values, because uh, a first NF should not have any duplicate values in it. So we want to select this, all of this, and then if you don't know where to look for, you can always use this. So remove or what's the word, duplicate. So we want to remove duplicates, and then OK, and then it has removed 4 duplicate values within the table. Second thing that we need to do is to separate the first name and last name part. So you might want to add a new column here for this to be separated. Although you can always use the find formula and then separate the names based on the spacing it has. I wouldn't recommend this method because it will take a long time for you to do it, and you need to figure out the formula as well. There's a shorter way to do this, is that to select all and then do a text to column separation. So here's where it is data text to column, and then the separation happens because there's a space in between the names. So you might want to choose delimited for this one, and then choose space as a method for the separation. So once you do that, you make sure that the data for both of the new columns are in text format. So there you go. So now you can change this one to a proper naming, customer ID. The second one is first name. This one is last name. Same goes with the address and zip code. This one you can see there's a @ in between, so I wouldn't recommend to keeping it as it is. We want to separate this information of the address. So we have 1, 2, 3 separation. So we want to add 3 columns, 3 new columns to separate this data. So the first one is up until the lodge for the example here. 35 server lodge, Stenerly. So 35 server lodge will be on D, Stenerly will be on E, Tawara will be on F, and then on G it will be the 4297. So again, select all of the data within the column D, and then text to column, delimited. Since it's using @ there's no option here that shows you the @ you might want to use others and then put @ as the separator. So you know in the preview you done right when all of this information are separated from each other. So next, and then finish. So now you have all of this separated. Now you can put a proper naming to this, which is address 1. This one is probably going to be address 2, address 3, address 4. There's 2 ways of naming this without a space, or you can use an underline to name the field names. That's one of the rules of the field naming. So you cannot have a space, but either you can put what we call a camel case, which is the first letter of the word becomes a capital or caps lock or uppercase, or you can do it something like this. Okay, so we have customer, first name, last name, address until address 4. Now we can see that it's already separated. Let's move on to the next part, which is the area code and telephone. So we want to separate this. This one is same like the first name, last name, because it's separated by the space. So column, text to column, delimited, and then use space as a separator. So now you have a separated area code and the telephone. So all of this is the first normalization for the table. Yeah. Now it doesn't stop there. It says create a data dictionary for this database. So we want to go to the evidence document that we did previously, but I deleted that. So we're gonna create a new one. But this is just for showing you on how to create the data dictionary. In data dictionary, you might want to have a table here which contains all of the fields and the information about the fields. Remember, in data dictionary, you have to show the details of each of the fields. So for instance, this is the field name, right? And then this is probably the field size. You can say field size, or and then the data type. As long as you have all of them, sometimes the order doesn't matter because you're just doing a data dictionary, but you can do you can make sure that everything is available for you, and then an information whether or not this is a primary key, and whether or not there's needs to be a specific validation for each of the fields that you're gonna put in. So right now we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 field names. So this one is 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, so field names are here. So you might want to copy these and then put it here. Sorry, you can put it here first and then transpose this so that you have that instead. Okay, so you after you transpose, you highlight these, you copy, and then you highlight the first column, and then you make sure you paste it there. So now you have all of this. The field size, how to determine the field size. We want to see what's the biggest number. So right now, if you can see right now, you can't really be sure on the customer ID. We have to look for it, but so far it's 2. The highest one is up until I think 40 is the highest one. So you can make sure that it's the field size is between 2 or 3. So right now I'm gonna put 3. 2 could still work out. For first name, you can take on the highest one by checking it out. So and you can see the highest field size for the names are 10. So I can put 10 here. And for the last name, you can do the same thing. I'm gonna copy the formula and then paste it downwards so I can see which one has the highest. The highest one is 11. I'm gonna go with 12. Let's make it the same for 12. Let's make it the same as what it's actually showing you. For the address, you can do the same. Go with this one, and then go downwards. Highest one would be 19. So 19 would be it. I'm gonna put 20. One more. Same with the rest. Okay, so now we have 10 for the address 2. Put downwards. I mean, you don't have to do this. You can count it yourself, but for me, it's so that everything counted correctly. I just want to make sure that each and every one of these information has a precise field size that I need. Okay, so area code is 6. Sorry, customer ID. This one, I think I put it wrong. It should be like this. So I have customer ID, which I already put as 3 earlier. This one, the highest is 10. This one, the highest is 11. This one is 20. You because the highest one is 19. This one, the highest one would be 13, so I'm gonna go with 14. Address address is at 12. Let's go make it the same then. Let's go make it the same. So if the address is the highest address is 19, and I'm gonna put 19 instead. So let's make it the same. Address 4 would be 4, so 446. So 4, so 4. The last one is for the telephone is 6. So now I have the field size done. Now the text or the data type. Data type for this one is auto number. First one is text or alphanumeric. Text, 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 text. This could be number. This could be number or text. We can put text or alphanumeric. It's up to you. Number. Primary key would be this. Validation, if there needs to be a checking between these where it shouldn't contain anything. Validation not equal to number. Not equal to text for this one. Or you can put anything, or maybe for telephone, since it has, or area code, since it has a fixed number, it shouldn't be or should be equal to 4, equal to 6. It couldn't be less or more than that, as in for the address 4, also equal to 4. So it shouldn't be less or more than these numbers. Okay, get every data dictionary should have a title to it, so it shows that this is the related table. So customer has a table name. Okay, normal form. So we did this. That's 19 point on its own. Now you need to sort. Okay, did we sort? We haven't sorted, so now we need to sort this out. Highlight all, and then you do the sorting by A to Z. Okay, we need to make sure that it's correct. Yeah. So the first one is Kratika Gupta. So if we sort this out, it should be Kratika Gupta for number 1. Okay. Now that we finish, let's see the question again. We can save this as data. Now we can save this one. Save as. Put it on desktop. What do they want? Data appropriate file format. So let's use a CSV format for this. Okay, data. Now we have this done. We can close this. Use the data dictionary, create database. Okay, now we're gonna open access for our database. And we use blank database, create. Then external data, new source from file. We use text because we save it as CSV. We're gonna browse. Where did we save? Okay. Then delimit it, separate it with comma, and then the first row is a field. Okay, now we have customer ID up to. Oh, wait. My mistake. In that file, I still have this. I should delete this one. This one was used for counting earlier. So save it again. Let's reopen the database. New source, text file, data. So now we have the proper data. Finish. First row contains field names. Next. Choose my own primary key, which is based on the customer ID. Next, and then finish. Then we have the database here. Use the data, save database as customer, and we finish. Well, that's quite fast. Okay, so then all you need to do is to save it based on the name, the file naming that they ask, and you finish and good to go. Thank you.